What's up, guys? Matthew, you're going to watch Season 5, Episode 7 of The Sopranos. We are winding down. We are slowly but surely winding down. I'm going to be honest, I don't want no intro. I want to hop straight into it. Obviously, you guys know me. I'm the yapologist. I'm going to yap a lot at the end, but like I said, I want to hop straight into it. If you guys do like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I've got the full length reaction up on Patreon. I am already a very far amount ahead over on Patreon. I might already even be done the show by now. So if you check the YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode I'm currently on if you're interested. And finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. It really does help me out. Let's get in episode 7. Another Buscemi episode. Should be good.
No cheese for Sophia.
Hey.
These kids seem to like you, sort of.
I leave them completely free to do whatever they want.
That doesn't mean that they like her. It just means they like to take... Well, it's not taking advantage because she knows that they're doing it, but feels like they're taking advantage of her from their perspective, I would assume. Am I stupid? Maybe.
Can we get a dog, please? I'll walk him, and I'll pick up the poo and pee.
Come on,
Right.
Let's get it.
Start with your underwear. He used to drag his ass on the carpet just to scratch himself. My mother went crazy.
Gassed.
Gassed.
He's so cynical about everything else.
Father told me he took him to live on a farm.
Of course he lied to you.
Day. That same farm must have 17 billion dogs on it. Dog shit up to the rafters.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
What? What's
Jesus
the matter?
Christ.
His cousin Josephine, Uncle Jet died.
What happened?
I think it was a heart attack.
This is crazy. I had
Uncle Zio found her on the couch.
the most deaths in any show.
We hereby commend Conchetta to the Lord, embraced in his divine goodness. Let us go in peace. Amen.
This man Phil getting paid. Like, he'd be doing everything in this goddamn city.
Listen, as long as we're here, I was gonna go visit my father. If you'd like to join me.
5 hours they let me out for these funerals. I gotta spend it being maudlin? It's a beautiful day.
Excuse me, I thought you might want to go pay your respects to your brother.
By crying to a chunk of marble?
You're Anthony. Oh, my God.
Do I know you?
Oh, no. No, you're not annoying me.
No. Do we know each other?
Oh, we met once.
What the fuck?
I was a friend of your father's.
Oh,
Side piece?
you're the lady from Bamberger.
She kind of felt like a fucking ghostly
From the
apparition
photo
at
pop.
first, but...
Fran Feldstein.
Tony.
Fran,
How you doing?
how you doing?
I miss your father sometimes.
This is some sort of scam.
It's foolish.
No, don't say that.
No, I was sorry to hear about your mother.
At least you didn't suffer.
Is Tony going back to fucking seeing people?
You'll have to forgive me my hearing. The last few years.
How about a hearing aid? I got the little ones now. You can't even see.
I'm too vain. Anyway. Johnny was very proud of you. You were very special to him.
I'm sure you would too.
You know, Johnny told me if I ever needed anything, I should always call his...
Is this some sort of scam?
She was the reason I never married. I wanted to propose.
Jesus.
I had the ring all picked out.
So what? She turned you down?
I hesitated. How could I bring this life we live on a woman? Anyway, she took it as a sign I wasn't interested. And then one night, we're all at the 500 Club to see Enzo Stuardi. Your father shows up. Side de force suit, 2-inch lapel. That was that. She never knew my feelings. What could I do? For years, I suffered in
Oh
silence.
my god, I'm sorry, buddy. It's a small thing, and it's not, like, super important. I really like when there's major characters played by major actors that are just in the background of certain scenes. I really do enjoy that.
Junior.
Nobody wants to hear me.
Everyone wants to hear you.
Thanks. My name's JT. I'm an alcoholic and an addict.
Where's Chris at? Yay!
TV writer, which by default makes me a douchebag, but
Hey, Chris. Chris, come on, make a fucking connection.
it was a dream come true. I was making money. I had the Beamer, the actress girlfriend. Best of all, I had all the flake I needed to keep me churning out that snappy dialogue for Corbin Burnson.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to demean you.
So we talked for like an hour. Well, it turns out that they had a thing. Her and my old man. Right up till he died. He got
Man.
from this woman what he couldn't get at home. support, love.
Yep, sure. Justify yourself.
Justifies his infidelity?
She drove him into that woman's arms, my mother. To all his women. I'll tell you one thing, all the years she was rotting in that grave, I can't remember once my mother going to visit him.
How often do you visit him?
But this lady, Fran...
It's possible your mother found it very painful.
Oh, poor her.
What was it like sitting there with...
I mean, I know it's Tony. I know he's a hypocrite. But he's such a big fucking baby. I love how he invalidates people's feelings, and they would never feel like that. And then he just goes and wah, wah, wah.
I had some fucking wine, all right? Is that what you want to hear?
Christopher, when was this?
I don't know. My fiancée was in a car crash. I didn't even like it.
No
I went to a meeting the next day.
Not as in, like, no abhorrent person. Just like, I'm rooting for him to stop. Even in horrific moments. I don't want you to slip back in anything. Calling people you used to know? Or...
Mel?
Oh.
It's me.
Corrado, what's up?
There's a funeral I need to attend. I want you to call the feds. Patronella.
Is he a relative? You know the rules.
He's my niece's godfather. I think I met him at a barbecue once.
I think.
No, the kid and the dog.
Oh, my son, Bruce. He married an Israeli girl. He's a food service director with El Al.
Your fucking half-brother.
The dog.
Oh, we got the dog. Handed the dog over.
He was a gift from your dad.
What? When? Oh, this is my fucking dog.
Aw.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. This was my dog.
He took my dog! He took my son!
My mother made him give the dog away.
What? Bruce loved him. I mean, he had him for almost 10 years till he moved to Tel Aviv. Then I had to put him to sleep. Those are the pictures on the coffee table. The slippers were your dad's, too.
What are you talking about? This is a scam! You mean the fucking slippers? You saved his slippers? This is some random ass slippers.
With the midget auto racing.
Yeah, the Chickamauga Raceway over in New Egypt.
And him, Herman, some other guy, Phil something, with the hair from New York.
Leotardo. Yeah. My father cut him in the pail for poker debt.
Johnny always told me his piece would go to me. Couldn't put me in his will, obviously. When he passed, your dad, I called Hesh.
Cut out.
He sent me $500.
That's it?
I'm sorry.
No.
Scam! This is a scam! You're being preyed upon. Maybe I'm just a terrible person, but I think...
Bruce sends me money occasionally.
But that's not the point. It's my father's wishes.
Look, forget it.
So
Seriously,
I'm getting lost
I'm
vibes.
Sorry.
Con man convincing you that it's your idea to scam yourself.
So tell me about your women. Your wife, what's she like?
What wife?
I don't know. What's to tell? Good woman, good mother.
Bitch.
How about your girlfriend?
She's an art dealer. Very sophisticated. Dark hair, dark
Still with her?
eyes.
I ain't seen her in forever, right?
You telling me you're not using?
What?
You ran out of IHOP like you were on fire. You were jonesing like a motherfucker.
I was meeting a girl. We were going to the track, the Meadowlands. I didn't want to miss the last race. I am totally clean and sober.
Jesus Christ.
You were kind of fidgety.
It slipped.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your concern.
You're my father's friend, Hesh. My friend.
Oh, I'm such a good friend. How come I never see you?
What? I see you.
I don't know what this...
Never too busy to call me at 2 a.m. to hear your problems, though.
One time that happened. My therapist was on vacation.
Listen,
You're very open about all this nowadays.
25%. The closing is not for 2 weeks, and I would appreciate it if you call Phil Leotardo and tell him he should assume part of that burden.
Look, despite how you feel, my father loved this woman.
She's not such a bad person. But I don't know. Something about her always rubbed me the wrong way.
Con artist? Scammer?
Not you.
How long you know me, bub, huh? You're a little pale for my taste.
Yes, I'm aware he's been to 2 funerals in a month.
You can't control people die.
People die, counselor.
This is very fast cuts.
Mrs. Crilly was the sister of Mr. Soprano's cousin. By marriage. So she's not a blood relative per se. Are we quibbling now? For God's sake, the man wants to pay his respects. 5 hours. It's not a Hawaiian vacation. He'll attend the church service, then pay his respects to the family afterwards. Thank you, counselor. We appreciate it.
Scamming the system. Is this all three? Is it all three of this shit is about scamming? I don't know. I'm trying to find the connection.
Cards, games of chance. I never really dug it before. I was never that good at math, but there's something about that excitement that's so... I don't know. What is wrong? I win one bet, you look like you're gonna cry.
I don't know. I think out of all of the episodes in the show, especially season 5, this is the one that I'm grasping, not the least, as in like I don't understand, but I'm trying to look for something deeper.
After? I know. I just wanted to see if I could get high like a normal person.
You're not normal. Neither of us are. And on top of that, you asked me to meet you at a bar?
$625K for the track, plus all that land? That's it?
What was the zoning restrictions? Well, lucky we got a buyer at all.
Here's what I propose. Tony gets 150. 25% comes from you. The other 75% of that comes from Hesh.
Jesus Christ, that's like 40 grand. You gotta be
I
fucking
can fuck you over more. You keep talking.
You got some balls, kid. I'll give you that much.
You'll give me what I tell you to give me.
Oh, Tony.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Fuck that. This ain't the 70s. And I'm not a kid.
Relax. It's an expression.
Well, here's another.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, I talked to Phil and Hesh about the racetrack.
How bad did they bullshit you?
Well, actually, we straightened it all out. So when the sale goes through, you're looking at a nice piece of change.
You're kidding. Hey, that's wonderful. I wanted to show you something.
Why am I like something's off?
Check out the initials.
JFK. Holy shit. This was his? You know, I have a hat of his, a captain's hat. I bought it at an auction. A lot of the friends don't like him, you know, Ruby and...
We had a little thing.
Jesus
When he was
Christ.
president?
March, 61, right before the Bay of Pigs. I was at the Copa with a girlfriend. I'm wearing a new sable, and we meet Lim Billings. Now, Lim is a school friend of Jack's from Choate, but of course, we have no idea.
Yeah. Totally.
Has a limo, we figure. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. So we go over, and he
a great
tells
actress.
us he's taking us to the presidential suite. So we get up.
Like this, as with most characters in the show, it feels like I'm talking to a real human.
Yeah, I mean, he comes over. He is a perfect gentleman. He takes my coat. He brings me a cocktail. Introduces me around. And finally...
Back up.
What was he like?
Wonderful.
So you to an item, or...?
No, he called, but after all, this man was the leader of the free world. I mean, you know. I remember one weekend I was supposed to go down to D.C., stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Last minute, emergency meeting. Steel workers had gone on strike.
So what, it was just that one time, or...? Except for, you know, after the Bay of Pigs, he was probably pretty busy.
I knew there were others. Judy Campbell and Marilyn, of course. We had something special, though.
The big trifecta. It's part of a rare breed.
When you're married to a powerful man, you damn well better make him feel powerful.
Oh yeah, that really spoke to Tony with Carmela.
Consider this an advance. Get your phone turned on and pay your rent.
Your dad would be so proud. He raised a real gentleman.
Evil mastermind. She's like a fucking leprechaun. I don't know.
When you write on TV, what do they have? Like one guy writes the words for Dylan McDermott and one guy writes for Nicholson's girlfriend? Is that the way it is?
No.
Chauvelin!
Valentina, you love her.
The fuck? What do you mean?
Call.
Pair of tens.
Flush. Caught it on the river.
This man is up. Vito is eating good tonight.
For it. I'm up for this Dick Wolf thing. If I get on staff, it's like a month's salary.
Well, how about this fucking month?
Chris is acting like some wise old mentor.
I'll cover this.
Scam, scam, scam.
That's 60,000 altogether.
I've only been up 2 days. I can still add.
Good. Then add 2 points every week till I'm paid in fucking full.
You're charging me, Vig?
On top of the principal, it's compounded if you're late. That's 1,200 1 week from today. Don't give me that look. This is your problem. I will not fucking enable you.
Hey! Chris! What the fuck is wrong with you? He's gonna slip on it! Why are we getting a high-speed fucking car chase? I thought he was about to be fucking decapitated.
Mister, you okay in there?
I'll get it. I'll get it. My neck, Tony.
What do you think, I'm an asshole?
No, no, no. Huh? No, Tony.
I can't hear you.
No, no, please. Tony. Oh, oh.
You got 24 hours.
Oh.
Well, they saw you threaten him from the other side.
Hey.
Hey,
What, are you
me.
ducking me? No. What are you...
I thought you were this girl. She's a pain in the ass.
What the fuck? Where you been?
Got to beat me up?
Got those TV pitch meetings. I was gonna call you.
Yeah, so why didn't you?
The classic poison to Dr. Coke? Dr. Coke? Diet Coke? In the fridge?
I don't have it yet.
But you went to AC.
I have a meeting next week with Rene Bolsay. Dick Wolf's right-hand guy.
What a big shot.
I swear on all that's holy, I'll have your money next week.
That wasn't the deal. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't make me a jerk off.
Oh, Jesus, brought backup,
Yeah,
too.
good morning to you, too.
You got it?
Jesus, you are a fucking trip. I'm JT, by the way.
Yo, Chris looks, oh my god.
Afraid?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
You're really being a prick, huh? I told you, I need more time. I don't
That's not the fucking deal. If you make a deal on money,
really do to me that I have.
you follow through.
I'm positive we'll think of something.
Oh, my God.
No! Damn.
In 66 years,
Nah, this motherfucker looks so cool, goddammit.
in the 2 weeks that followed, Nicolo struggled without her, finally succumbing to irredeemable
Falco got the easiest goddamn paycheck of her life.
enormity of his grief can hardly be imagined. How much
Dude, he's sitting in the corner of all these funerals like a fucking supervillain.
we take comfort knowing they're together again, seated at the foot of our Lord. Let us join together in prayer. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
He's just lonely?
Junior, what's the matter?
Oh, this fucking shit. What's the point?
Of living? Is Junior might be the character that I just can't fucking read. It's just as simple as him getting old and sad and...
If you had an Oscar, maybe I could give you something. An Academy Award. But TV?
Come on, man. Nothing good ever comes out of TV.
Yeah, this is the money from the closing. The racetrack. It's 150 grand.
That's great.
Why is she all...
How's your pal Hesh?
Good.
nonchalant?
I remember once. Your dad and I drove down the shore. Hesh had rented a place in Point Pleasant. It was right before...
Are you like getting fed up with her, or are you going to just...
It was a couple of months before he died. We stopped at a liquor store. He had to pee. I needed some cigarettes. And anyway, the man behind the counter was blind. Your dad looks at him.
Oh, wait a minute. This is after my dad got sick?
Yeah.
My dad caught emphysema and you kept smoking?
He didn't mind.
He could barely breathe. We had the oxygen tent set up right in the house.
He was fine.
So what's in the bag?
Yeah, I wanted to show you this.
Sorry if I haven't been speaking a lot this episode. This episode is
JFK.
Oh, my.
I don't know how to read it.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Jesus.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm not having a good time.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
I'm not having a good time, guys. You gonna murder her? I'm gonna have to talk this episode out.
Wolf guy. They hired some kid from Yale. Plus, now the money I owe you. My ex-fucking wife.
What is wrong with... I mean, obviously these people prey on the weak. But these guys are... Oh my god.
Yeah, but I don't fucking live with my mistress. I mean, his fucking slippers.
Go on.
You know, when I left there, I started thinking about it. When I was, I don't know, 16 years old.
Think remembering childhood memories?
My son's age.
Oh my god, a flashback!
My mother had been pregnant with another kid after my sister Barbara. Change of life baby, they called it. And well, she started bleeding.
Jesus Christ.
I was supposed to find my father and get him over there ASAP. I called every number I had. I left messages all over town.
Anthony, what's the matter?
Ma's in the hospital. I think she was bleeding. The baby.
Jesus Christ.
You fucking asshole. But Livia's the bad guy in all of the scenarios.
I'm tied up. But I'm gonna get over to the hospital right away.
He came and got me the next morning. We went over to the hospital.
Already gone.
No, you're okay. Your life is just so wonderful and okay. Where were you last night?
Getting it on.
You were with that whore. What do you take me for, an idiot?
Oh, Lee, that's not true. I picked up Anthony from school. We went to the game. Nikki gave us the tickets.
You're a goddamn liar.
I swear to God, Lee, the car broke down. The timing.
Oh my god, this guy is considerably worse than Tony is a liar. Dare I say Walter White level bad at lying.
We were at Cousin Jimmy's, Ma.
She could have fucking died. From a miscarriage.
Oh my god.
Fuck her.
This man you emulate, the lies, the betrayals with other women, this is very important. Your mother had her faults, but after all this time, what should we do with the old woman? Have an auto-da-fe? Burn her at the stake?
Remember the good?
You need to forgive her and move on.
She ruined my life!
She made my father give my dog away.
I thought your father was a big tough guy.
Probably didn't want to hear her bullshit anymore.
Always comes back to the animals. That.
Book value 17 grand. I'll knock that off the principal.
Oh my god. He looks so disheveled.
Is that your sponsor? I'll see you when you get out of rehab. We'll figure out the rest of the payments. You can do this, man. I have faith in you.
Chris! Is this the greatest Chris has ever been?
Chemical solution to a spiritual problem.
He'll obviously backslide, as I've been saying for the last fucking 23 episodes.
Had you brought him in right away, I might have more answers.
That medicine stopped working. I took more and it didn't do shit.
More than the dose?
Walking dead.
Medications like cooking, sometimes we just need to adjust the ingredients.
Who gives a shit? It's so fucking blue.
Well, what do you expect? All you do is go to funerals all the time.
I'm trapped. What's the goddamn point? Goddamn house arrest.
How long? I forget if they said how long it is. Was it a year?
Would somebody please explain this to me?
Aww.
She was JFK's girlfriend for like 3 years.
No shit.
Right, I remember hearing about her.
Fucking knockout. Beautiful, classy. JFK, huh?
Everyone loves them some JFK, man.
This woman was like a princess.
Why do you keep talking her up, man? Trying to justify the... Of course he should cheat on the mother. She was perfect. That was a very interesting episode, and I liked it a lot. I'm still at this point... Like, I've just been sat here for 2 or 3 minutes just trying to think about, you know what I mean? The story and the parallels and the thematic points. I can't connect. I don't know if I'm just being really stupid or blind. I can't connect the 3 storylines. I can't connect them. Again, maybe I'm blanking. In a show like this, and a show like The Sopranos, like I said, and I've mentioned multiple times on the channel, it's something that, like, thematically, just story-wise, it's a simple show. Like, you know, this happens, this happens, this happens. But the character development, the sort of character thoughts, the inner struggles, that's the most important thing. And sometimes it's you understand things better on a rewatch, or even when you discuss it with people, which I'm sure that when you guys comment some stuff, I'll understand it even more. But like I said, I can't weave the storylines together. But I can sort of see them separately, and I feel like the Tony storyline is the only one that I like 100%. Like, yeah, good. I'm good with it. It felt like instead of Tony actually taking that step forward, in bettering himself and bettering his mindset, you know what I mean? He decided to just stay Tony, you know, which is what I've been saying since the beginning of the show. Tony has always been Tony. Tony will always be Tony. It will be his downfall. He will not grow, and it will, you know what I mean? It will end him, essentially, in some way. Whether or not it's an actual physical death, or it's just the complete and utter decay of every single relationship and every single piece of high standing that he's ever had. I don't know. It could be all of those. But this, you know, and again, we know how fucking terrible Olivia is. But, and while I joke, you know what I mean? I think it's very simplified to call her, like, the devil, the worst person in the world. Oh, fucking Johnny's was manipulated. Like, it's back and forth here. There's negatives and slight positives, to all these fucking motherfuckers. And I feel like the easy answer, the easy thing for Tony to do is just deny it. To just say, fuck Livia, she was a horrible person, she ruined my life. That end of story. You know what I mean? Whereas the actual reality is a tad more. It is a lot more complex than that. It's a lot more like a struggle. You know, it feels like Tony doesn't want to go through that struggle, that mental struggle, that actually thinking critically about his life and about how people affected him and how this, that. No, it's just easy to, you know what I mean, justify your father's actions. It's easy to justify and say, like, oh, this woman was the greatest woman alive. Oh, she was fucking entertaining JFK for 23 years. Like, no. It's just a nice little fairy tale story for Tony to tell himself. Again, I like that storyline. I really did. It was obviously, I don't want to call her, maybe not like a scammer, more like just like a money grubber. I don't know if that's the correct word. You know what I mean? Just someone who's looking to snake off of people. Probably knew that the funeral was happening there. Was, you know, looking for the sympathy points, looking for the money, and it worked. And he's a fucking baby, and he fell for it. And again, it's one of those things too that like I don't think Tony is a stupid character. I feel like he knows that she is a money grubber. You know what I mean? From the obvious. But it's easier to just, again, build her up so it makes it sound like, or makes it look like in his own mind that, oh no, she deserved it. She was wronged, or, you know, stuff like that. So, moving on to Junior, it's one of those things. I don't want to say like a tough conversation. It's just more of like obviously I'm young. I'm not the healthiest person. I could keel over at any minute. But like looking at one's own like mortality, I feel like that is a very big aspect of Junior, especially this season, but for the whole season, but it's for the whole series, but especially this season. Now again, that could easily lead me to believe that he is going to die this season. I also, as I've been saying the last couple of seasons, Junior to me feels like one of those characters that I expected to die in season 1, and whether or not it was natural causes or getting murdered or anything like that, and he's just going to keep fucking persisting for the rest of the show. That's kind of how I see things happening. But Tony's storyline this episode, I feel like I'm 100% good with. The other two, I was a little like, I don't know if I'm taking it too straightforward. I think I am taking it too straightforward. I'm not allowing myself to think of like a deeper, more complex meaning. And again, I don't want myself to fall into the trap of like, The Sopranos is the deepest show of all time. I need to look at it. I need to look at it. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking philosophy. Maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on myself to sort of grasp another deeper meaning. But to me, it just felt like he was, scared that he's about to die. He has nothing, and it's very plainly said it in the Janice and Tony scene at the end. But it was heartbreaking to see. It's really sad to see Junior like this. Not just because it's Junior, and I love Junior or anything like that, but it's just Junior feels like one of those characters that is full of regret. You know what I mean? And doesn't maybe necessarily like the way that his life's going, but it's all he has, and there's no path forward. Almost maybe like a telltale warning or whatever to Tony, like not to end up like that. But again, I feel like that might be what it is. I feel like maybe if Tony keeps going down this path, that is how he's going to end up, alone and forsaken, and you know what I mean? Nothing to his name that actually has true value. But I know Tony. He's not going to work. None of that stuff's going to affect him. He's Tony fucking Soprano. He's going to put his head down and he's going to keep walking straight forward, right into the fire. So, I don't know. The final thing that I do want to talk about, obviously the final storyline, again, the Chris stuff. Again, I feel like you guys can tell me, if you're listening, this might be my worst conversation, or my worst sort of grasping of the story. Not this. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say that I'm confused, because I'm not confused. I just feel like I should be grasping at a third layer, and I'm hitting the. I don't know. Maybe I'm burnt out. I don't know, guys. Tell me if I'm being stupid. It kind of just. I don't know. It felt nice to see Chris act that way, but also, I don't know. He did technically prey upon a struggling addict, but he did reach out to try to help in the first place. So I don't know. I liked it. But again, and I feel like it's my fucking catchphrase in this show, and I've already said it 5 times in this discussion, just switch out the Tony Soprano for Christopher Moltisanti. It's Christopher Moltisanti. He's gonna be back. He already see him backsliding, drinking a little more. It's a slow process. You know what I mean? Next time we get a Chris episode, he's gonna be fucking shooting the heroin back up. So I do not know. Maybe I'm drunk. I feel like I let myself down with my understanding of this episode. Again, I got the Tony part. I feel like I got the Tony part down. I don't see how that. I feel like this episode makes me look like a real fucking idiot, because I bet it's really simple, and I'm just having a really tough time. But what can you fucking do? I apologize about this, guys. I'm gonna stop the conversation. I don't know. This is the weirdest, most awkward fucking. The JFK shit was. I almost turned it off. But I don't know. I really liked the Tony stuff. I really enjoyed the Tony stuff. The other two aspects of the story, I obviously enjoyed watching. I don't know if I perfectly grasped the other complexity that I should have. So this is probably one of the episodes that I need to rewatch. This honestly, when I finish the show, this might be one of the first episodes that I actually go back and rewatch, just to sort of get a second opinion of it, if that makes any sense. But I will see you guys next week for episode 8 of the 5th season. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I'm already a considerable amount ahead, so if you want to check those early reactions out, check the YouTube comments to see the exact episode I'm currently on. And if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.